closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Ingram is in. Touchdown, Arizona. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Nwangwu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Adam Thielen. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Vikings with an extra point now for tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complete.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A huge play there for Arizona. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And the big fella stumped out and up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Rondale Moore
His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. 14, Vikings 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Nwangwu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins completes it to the fullback, Ham. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
And the Vikings at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line. They run again on first down. Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That was a really nice play. We were able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1 yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins now from the 50. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I think when they look at their weapons, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw in. And he'll be taken down. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
To throw, Cousins. A quick throw, but incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 69 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7.
The score, Cardinals 21, Vikings 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins now. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score.
Cardinals 21, Vikings 7.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. First down, here's the run with Cook. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Vikings 14. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from it pretty quickly. Obviously not.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 50.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Cousins to throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 28 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. After the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down in midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. Running right, this is Ingram. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll look to run with Ingram. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. Loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line. I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Nwogu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Keontae Ingram, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Vikings 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Nwangu on the return. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Again, 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And they need to work work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on him, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, here's Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Room here to run.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They run it again with Cook. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here. And he loses the football a second time. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left.
That's complete to McBride. On the move past the 40.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Za'Darius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with a INT. And the Vikings are going to get the football. Here's the ball will come out to the 20. Still down quite a bit here, 7 scores. But at least that's a start. Charles getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception. You got to be careful. There's such complacency in thinking this game is over.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Cousins on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Left side, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. They'll get the offense in another gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Those defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Now they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
25 yards that time.
And the Cardinals first down.
Out of the gun, they get into Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He corrected.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Ingram will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Za'Darius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that's caught inside the 35. He'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, it's Cook. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Cousins. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get a bit closer. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Today, Nwangu on the return. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Cousins to throw it. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson. Second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. One last shot now for Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
6 yards to go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cousins to throw. And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Cardinals, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders. it.